Hello, and welcome to Sonyabeonit on this channel. Yes, today is all about natural hair. I have my daughter here. She is completely natural, have been natural for several years. In the process, she have experimented with coloring. So what I did was made her hair all one color. Did I trim this time around? I did not trim my hair because I needed to have some natural length to it so it will blend once I start braiding. She's pregnant right now, so we want to go ahead and put her hair in a protective style because she's due any day now. Now, there are a couple of things that you're going to need in order to achieve the healthy no knots box braid. The first thing would be this hair. It is 3 for $5 at your local beauty supply store on average. Do not go out here and spend all this money on package of hair. Sometimes people are telling me that hair is costing like $5 a pack. This right here, this is it. This is the Silky Jumbo Braid in Canacolon. I've always used this hair. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And with the length that she desires, it's going to be what, tailbone? She wants it tailbone, so she have purchased 12 packs of hair. I don't think we're going to need all 12 packs. Another thing you're going to need is a good moisturizer for your hair. You don't have to necessarily go buy this, but I've had some leftover of this QP olive oil mango moisturizer. You can use that if you would like. You're going to need some thin combs of some sort, some kind of combs you're going to need. Very important to have your combs. Y'all know me, I'm a clearance kind of girl. These was $4.99, so I got an additional 50% off of these combs. So they were only probably about $2 for a 12 pack of heat resistant rat tail combs. Another thing you want to use is some clamps. You're going to need some hair clamps to clamp the remaining of the hair out the way as you're braiding. So I have several of these, probably about 4 of these is all you're going to need. Now, this is very important. For those of you who have very short hair and it's going to be difficult to grip the short hair, I want you to use some kind of spray to start your braid, and then you're going to go back and condition that hair so it will not become dry or brittle. Believe me when I tell you this works. So if you have very short hair and someone's doing your hair, or you're trying to do your own hair, you're going to need some kind of spray to grip that short hair. But that's pretty much all you're going to need, and a pair of scissors. Maybe a pair of scissors just to cut off the rubber band if you don't want to pull the rubber band off of the braiding hair. Now, let me tell you this about her hair. Do you see her hair? Can you bend over for me? Her hair is short in different places because she had not been taking care of her hair since she's been pregnant, really. She had different colors. She had green. She had, hell, every color on the rainbow, to be honest. Okay, so what I did, I went ahead and washed. First, I went ahead and colored her hair evenly all over to make it one color. We're going to get our hair back healthy. I'm going to show you every 2 to 3 months the progress of her growth with my healthy no knots box braid. But this is her hair, her edges. Let me see, can I get the edge? This is her edges. Okay, so once we start her healthy no knot box braid, we're going to start from the very back end of her hair. She do not want her braids to be that big, so we're going to start off very small. I always tell people anyway, when you're starting off around the perimeter of your hair, don't make the braids so thick, because once that hair starts growing and you decide to leave it in more than a month, because it's going to grow, you don't want that weight on your hair and pulling. You don't want weight. So you make it kind of thin on this bottom row because you don't want any kind of friction or weight pulling on the hair. But let's go ahead and get started. I am so sorry. One last thing I forgot to mention. Once you wash the hair and blow dry it, go ahead and take a flat iron. If your hair is really kinky and you want to allow your braids to last just a little bit longer, I would suggest that you wash the hair, blow dry the hair, and flat iron it so it will look as if you have a relaxer, but you do not have a relaxer. You are natural. I'm not saying put no relaxer in your hair. You're natural. Rock your hair in the natural state because I'm natural as well. Now, let me say this as well. I'm heavy-handed. So it may appear as though I'm causing harm when I am not. I just braided my hair the other day, and when I tell you I needed some Tylenol, I'm heavy-handed, so therefore I tend to braid a little tight, and I don't mean any harm even when I'm doing our hair. But I will list all the things down below that you are going to need. And when I do a video, it's not for quick views, it's not for subscribers. I'm teaching you what I know, and I want you to get it. If you're one of those who is a fast learner, speed ahead of the video and catch up or move on to the parts that you need to know about. But this video, when I do videos, it is to teach and to show people how to do things to become more savvy in saving money, because we can do it. We can do it ourselves without paying someone. Now, if you want to pay someone, that's fine. I'm not saying not to, but learn how to do some things for yourself. So, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is going to be our very first line. You don't want the line too thick, because in the back, you don't want any heaviness or weight when your hair begins to grow, just in case you try to make it last 2 or 3 months. So we're going to do a very, not really thin, but a medium line. And I'm going to show you the thickness of this line. Try to make it as straight as possible, because this bottom line is going to determine how your boxes are going to look in a uniform manner. Okay, so that's going to be my line. So on your very bottom row, you may get, all depending upon how large the person's head, I guess, but you're going to get approximately 4 to 5 braids on this bottom row. And then once you go to your next line, you're going to zigzag it. Okay. So the hair is very uneven. I'm going to take my clamps to secure off the hair that I'm not going to braid, so it won't fall down and become a part of the hair. So I only needed 3 right now. I'm going to take this hair, make me a box. That's going to be my first box. That's going to be my second box. Third and fourth box. So of her nape line, I'm going to achieve 4 boxes to start off with her braids. Can you turn to the side? Okay, so we talked about the size at the bottom. Now, since our hair is very uneven, and to me it's short, it's not really short, but it's short, I'm going to take my spritz and hope it acts right. And the hair also, you're gonna learn how much hair to use. It's just something that takes with practice. Okay, I just spritzed that hair. I don't want to comb it. Can you bend down some? I don't want to comb the hair because the hair becomes stiffened. Separated 1, 2. I have my 3 parts to start my braids. Now I'm going to take my hair and intertwine the hair within her natural hair. I'm left-handed, so I'm going to take my hair, my index finger, and place it in between the 2. I have my thumb at the bottom, the next finger to the index in between, and then the index is going to hold that part and the third part. So that's too thick. Okay, so this is how much hair I'm going to use to start it off. This is how much hair I'm going to use to start it off. You want to take that hair, wrap it around that index finger. It's going to hold right there to the side. Look at there. You see how it's resting on top of the index finger and in between where the thumb is. Then you're going to take the hair, twist it. I hope she don't go in labor because I can't help how I braid. I twist it around once. Now I got another short of the 3-part. I'm going to take the hair, do the same thing. Wrap it around that index, bring it from the side, lash it on, and braid. So guess what it's going to leave us with? Partially of that particular hair right here. So I'm going to add hair again. On average, you're going to add hair approximately 2 to 3 times. Don't worry, if your bottom don't come out so good, that's fine, because ain't nobody going to see that, even if you decide to pull it up. It's going to look like the hair is not really, see look, it's going to look like the hair is not really that tight, but it is. And that's what you don't want anywhere on that bottom line. You don't want it to be too tight and cause irritation to your skin. You don't want that. So 1, 2, 3, braid, braid, braid. Okay, so now we're on our second row. Now remember, the bottom row is going to set the standard for the second row and how you're going to form your boxes. So now I want to go down the middle, right here where that braid is. Smack down the middle for the second row. Wherever that first braid is, you want to start down the middle. So you will have this zigzag effect to the boxes. So that would be my first braid. That would be my first braid. And then when we go over here, that would be my second braid. In between. And so on and so on. Let's go ahead and do this one here. And I'll come back. Okay, I have applied hair twice. There's one more time that I'm going to apply it to the base because we have 3 sections, remember. This is the last short piece of hair, although it's gathered with that first part. But we need to balance the hair. So she's going to pass me some hair, wrap it around, let it loop around that index finger. Try not to tangle your hair at the bottom if you can. And plait. Continue till you go all the way down. You're going to continue to plait it down or braid it down. I'm going to add just a little bit more sprint since she is natural. But I'm going to tell you this. Once you get to that end, I'm going to show you how to roll it so you can braid it to the very end. Because a lot of times people say, when I get to the end, I can't braid anymore. I'm going to show you how to. Okay, I want her to give me some more hair because I want it a little bit thicker. Although we have added hair once to each strand, now we're going to do it, repeat the same step once again. Index finger, come down, twist it around. Give me some more, please. I'll hold that. Go around that finger. So that's twice. And this will be our 3rd time. That's our last time. It's only twice that you're doing the steps, but I say 3 because there are 3 strands of hair. See that hair sticking up? That's our natural hair. So I'm going to wrap it around that. For me, I'm going to spritz her because I'm going to go back and moisturize that hair very well. Now, for me, just for me, it's easier for me to start underhand. Once I get to a certain point, I go underhand. You don't have to do this technique. You can continue to braid on top, but I am left-handed, so it's better for me to braid underhand. Let me go ahead and complete this braid all the way down. Once I get to the bottom, I'm going to show you how to continue to the very end. And then we're going to go ahead and cut the flyaways and dip her hair, and that will complete this style. Okay, so now I'm at the very end of this hair, and as you can see, it's not even. So what do? Because a lot of people are going to say, well, Sonya, I can't braid to the end. Take a little bit of your holding spray, spritz it just a little bit, and then you're going to take that 3-part and roll it. Twist it around, roll it. You can't hold that, can you? Like this. You're going to take it. Come on, a little more spritz on my hand to allow me the capability of gripping it. But this is what I do. I roll it. twist it, rolled it. That's how I'm able to get to the end. And you don't have to go this far down. I'm a perfectionist about things. You see how far I was able to go with that? And if I take some of the other additional strands from the other hair, I can go further, but that's good enough. Then you take your hand and twist off the end. Anything too long, just pull it, and that's how your end is going to look. And once you dip this, it's going to relax even further. But this is her scalp. That's her scalp, and this is all natural hair. I'm going to let you see the back in a second. Let me go ahead and do these last 3. Her hair looks like she has a relaxer, but I promise you she is all natural. It's just how I shampoo and deep condition her hair and the products that I put on. Very inexpensive.